If you're not close enough to that person to be able to talk about money, then it may not be the right person to be marrying, or you may not have been dating long enough. My wife and I had a lot of conversations. We had already had these conversations 2-3 weeks into our relationship, but she was open to listening to what I had to say. And I said, these are things that you just spent money on that you didn't need to spend money on. Let's be more efficient. So anyway, my first goal was to wipe out her debt. My first goal was to wipe her debt out, which we did. And then all of a sudden, we were a team of one. We were totally in sync on everything we did. We were always in agreement on how we raised our kids. We were always in agreement on things to do in life, but we were always in sync on the money that we were spending.
How do you actually initiate this conversation? What is the right approach to this?
Yeah, so I think it's got to be natural. It's got to be, you've got to get right into it. So if you're thinking about taking a trip together, if you're thinking about going to an expensive restaurant together, talk about it. And don't be afraid to say, wow, that dinner was $200. That was a lot of money for this dinner.
It is.
Or this trip that we're going on. Do we need to stay at a 4 or 5-star hotel? Especially when you're young. When we were younger, we didn't need such extravagant trips. So we said, let's stay at a 3-star hotel. Let's take a flight that maybe is a nighttime flight, an overnight flight, and we could save a little bit of money. Talk about those things. It comes in little pieces. It doesn't come in one big bite. Talk about it in little pieces. And then all of a sudden you start to get an idea, is this person the right, and both ways, is this person the right person for me, or do they have habits that I'm not going to be able to live with?